I think something that like no one really talks about when it comes to dealing with toxic family members, dysfunctional family dynamics and things like that is about how much of it does not really involve you as a child, you know. So much of it, if not all of it, started way before you were even thought about, let alone born. You know, it just, you're a kid, so you don't have a say in who you spend time with and who you live with. You kind of rely on your parents and you have to deal with them. And so you think, I think a lot of times as children, that this is my fault. You know, mommy and daddy don't get along because of me, or look, my brother or sister is mean to me and hurt me because I'm a certain way, whatever. And a lot, like, it's not on you at all. And I think when we become adults, we don't like really realize that, hey, the things that happened to me were not my fault, but also predated me by decades. Like, my parents were affected by their parents, who were affected by their parents, who were affected by their culture, their family members, their experiences, whatever. And I think a lot of times people just hand down like a fucking heirloom their trauma, and they just, so I'm like here to tell you, my friend, that it is not your fault. You know, it's just unfortunate that you had to experience it and go through it because you had no choice as a child. But now, as an adult, we have choices to decide who we interact with, who we spend time with, who we deal with, who, you know. And it gets hard because I think when you were a kid, you were forced to deal with such dysfunction and toxicity and honest to God fucking abuse, that when other people now in your adult life are giant walking red flags, you don't think of it as that because they just act like your fucking family members, or they act like people you're used to. Their chaos is very familiar. My friend, my friend.